can click on it when I'm ready, right?
I just did it.
Don't. It counts down 3, 2, 1.
Aren't you ready?
Not ready yet. Is it on?
Mm-hmm.
Hey everybody. My husband is helping me with getting set up for Tipsy Tuesday. Hey, that was a bit of a faux pas. Hey, thank you for joining me. Karen Downing here, obviously, as you know. So we are in this together. We're all sheltered in place. We're stay at home. And so we're going to make the most of this and we're going to make connections. And so my thought was that we would do a virtual happy hour every Tuesday. And I can also cook something for you because that is something that I love to do right now. It's very therapeutic, cooking and cleaning. I'm sorry. I could leave some on my front porch if you want to come and grab a portion too. I don't want to be selfish about this. Hey Lisa, thank you. So if you're with me, so here are some requirements. Can you hear my music too? Can you comment and make sure that you can, hey Mary, make sure that you either tell me what you're drinking, and it doesn't have to be alcoholic. I'm not only pro alcohol here, even though this is helping me get through everything that we're experiencing right now, but tell me what you're drinking. Send me a photo of you drinking. Hey, Steph. So, yeah, oh, you can hear my tunes? Okay, because I got told last week that, I could really benefit from some tunes. So we're doing that. Although it sounds like a DJ is talking. Hey, okay, wait. Hey, Danielle, my newest book club friend. How are you? All right, so we're gonna be talking about what you're going through right now, how your week has been. Steph, no surprise that you're drinking bourbon. I was drinking that a little last week, but we'll talk about what I'm drinking in a moment. And then I'm gonna cook some comfort food in a little bit. We're here together between 5:30 and 6, because you know what, if I don't put some parameters on this, I'll just stay here all night, which is not a bad thing, but I just thought every Tuesday for right now, we would get together between 5:30 and 6. Erica, are you drinking some Hi-Ho Brewing brew? Show me your brews. Okay, so I am drinking. This is so weird. I'm doing it differently this week. So I'm doing it with a different camera and I'm doing it with a laptop. Last week, I came to you. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Nancy. No, you're not late. Anytime between 5:30 and 6 is totally cool. So one great thing is you can actually see in the correct direction what everything I show you says. So this is one of my favorite little stainless steel wine glasses. It says happy hour, and I do love it, and it comes with a special top too, so I can travel with it, although of course I don't drive with it. But I'm drinking today, Villehot Côte-Roussillon Village. So I am drinking Côte-Roussillon, which is near the Rhone region. So lots of Syrah and Grenache, grapes like that. I kind of select, so when I pick wine, I pick for many different criteria. Of course, the grape is a great priority. But, wines from outside the United States aren't really, the grape is not on the label. So I pick from region because I know what grapes are grown primarily or predominantly in certain regions. And I also pick by importer if I know that there's a specific importer that I think highly of, then I'll try one of theirs. So I don't know this importer. It's Syrah wine imports, but I have had this, and so I do know that I like it, so I chose it. So this is my regular size, depending on how your day was, this is my regular size wine glass, and then, you know, there may be days like this when you need the unicorn wine glass, stainless steel wine glass, because there are just some days like that. So anyway, so that's what I'm drinking today. I actually opened that yesterday, so it's unfolding really nicely. Let me see if I can see. Hey, Valerie. Let me see if I can see who. Oh no, where did everybody go? Okay. Hey. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, wait. This is, all right. We're working with this. When in doubt, let's dance a little, okay? I see a delay on my computer, so it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. All right, so we are gonna cook in a minute. We've discussed what we're drinking. Please, I know some of you have commented on what you're drinking. Please pipe in if you have not, and let's take a moment to imbibe. Yummy. So just in case you couldn't see this before, hello, Côte Roussillon. I can't tell when you're seeing this because I've got a delay. All right, so what have you been up to this week? Because we have a lot of time on our hands. Did you get your census letter? I went on census.gov. I filled out my census. That's all taken care of. It's actually kind of not that intrusive. So, oh my gosh, I've got family members coming up who don't want to be on the program. So I filled out my census 2020 or 2020 census.gov. Just really wanted to know how many people lived here, how old they are, and what their ancestry is. Not too bad. Have you been reading any good books? I told you last week about A Conversation with Fear by Myrna Blakesley, who I got to ski with in Utah 2 weeks ago, only 2 weeks ago, and the world has entirely changed since then. And that's kind of about, I think I mentioned it last week, it's about our learning self versus our performing self, and how we can use that nag who's really hard on ourselves and the guide who they sit on each of our shoulders, and we can use them to have a conversation with our learning and performing selves. Have you been listening to podcasts? I love listening to podcasts, so I have lots of time to do that. I've been trying to take walks, as I mentioned last week. This music is driving me crazy. Do you like it? I don't even know how to turn it off now. I think I've got it running in the background. It's okay, it's just a little distracting, so I just have to get used to that. So, speaking of book club, our book club read Little Fires Everywhere about a year or two ago, and so now I'm really into is it the Hulu series or Netflix? Anyway, I watched the first 3 episodes, and I think the next one comes out this week. I don't know what day of the week it hits, but anyway, looking forward to that. Highly recommend Little Fires Everywhere. It's Reese Witherspoon production, and Kerry Washington is in it. Okay, so we've seen the hashtag I Stay Home For. So I've got my handy dandy I Stay Home For things because you can actually read it. So we have 4 of us living in this house right now because my oldest lives in Columbus, and he's an adult and he's almost 30, and so he's living his own life and a very adult life. So, so I'm just listing the people who are in this house. I stayed home for Chris and Liam and Aiden because they're near and dear to me, my heart, and that's the heart. And I'm happy to stay at home for them, and I'm really enjoying this special time that we have together. I'm, as you know, very active, and I know many of you are. And it's not easy to stay at home. It takes a different kind of training yourself to pay attention to the things that you need to pay attention to and be at home. We're used to running around. So I stay at home for them, but in reality, I stay at home for everyone because we are all staying home to keep each other healthy as possible, and get through this as quickly as possible. So just wanted to do my hashtag. Also, I've been going to church online, which has been a wonderful offering, but also the whole idea of church is being together in a congregation of people. So it's great that we all know, how many people are watching online, and we all say hi and wave and say thank you, and that's really wonderful. It's got to be, so this is weird, standing in my kitchen talking on to a camera. It's got to be really strange talking to my reverend and all the staff and who are there doing their part for us, so that we can, have that comfort. So, been doing that. We were talking about doing our book club. We canceled our March meeting, obviously, and we were talking about virtually doing our book club in April, via Zoom maybe, or some other kind of meeting. We did our meeting at the office this morning. Somebody's closing the door to the, oh yeah, don't forget your drink. Okay, everybody's retiring to the basement so that I can kind of do my thing. We had a work meeting today that was awesome through Zoom meetings, and we really are tackling this issue head on of real estate. Some people want to sell and buy homes. Some people need to sell and buy homes. It is a necessary function of business. And I get it. It's a little bit creepy to have strangers in your home. It's very important that agents vet people, not only from a financial perspective, but also from the perspective of, have you traveled overseas? Do you know anybody who's been infected? Are you feeling well? We really need those layers of protection. And right now, what's going on is private showings, basically. We're not doing public open houses, and we're not doing broker's tours for other agents. We really want to limit the number of people who might come in a home. And we also have, when a few people are in a home, never more than 6 at a time, we want to make sure they're touching as few surfaces as possible, and they're being wiped down afterwards. And there's a lot to think about. Let me try to scroll here. I haven't been able to. Oh, new comments, 23. Okay. Hey, John. Hey, Camille. Phil, Joyce. Kevin's asking about the real estate. Wow, what a great segue. We were just talking about the real estate industry. Again, we're essential business, but we are trying to do everything in the safest way possible for sellers and buyers. Also, gosh, financially in the last 7, 8, 9, 10 days, it's been an absolute roller coaster. Rates are at about 3.5, mid to upper 3s right now. They had kind of spiked up a little last week. They're settling down. Remember mortgage rates are long-term rates. What the Fed does is short-term rates, so they're not inextricably intertwined. So, but they are settling down. The thing that we're dealing with right now is obviously job security. So that's kind of, you know, the one unknown. Otherwise, it's actually a very good time to buy a house. So let's see. Hey, Bryn. Hey, Karen. Let's see. Hey. No, Jeff. There's lots of people here. Hey, Karen. What is up? Hey, Alex. Alex and I went to real estate college together. That's fun. Jeff, you can't hear? Are you serious? Is it because of the music? I think some of you guys are hearing because you're talking about things that I'm talking about. So let me know, because this music is kind of annoying me. But I had a couple of requests for some background music last week. So, oh my gosh, it's 5:49 and I haven't started cooking yet. Okay, right on. Let's cook. All right, we're here in my kitchen. We're cooking. We're gonna cook. Okay, I don't eat a ton of rice. I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of cut some of the simple carbs and starches out of my diet in the last couple of years. I will have some, but I don't eat a lot. But I'll tell you what, right now, I am really into making some foods that are easy for my family to just kind of grab out of the fridge, heat up and eat. So we're gonna make some good as takeout fried rice. Gosh, I think I'm gonna be beyond 6 o'clock. Okay, so what I've done is I have some butter here. I'm heating up some butter. I have beaten a few eggs. So for about 4 or 5 cups of rice, you would do 3 eggs. So I'm just gonna fry them up for the fried rice. I'm going to, one moment, I'm going to grab a clean bowl to put the fried eggs in. Scrambled eggs. Can you guys all hear me? This is kind of hard to scroll through all the comments. Can't hear the tunes very well. Who is this? I don't know. I have to click on Spotify to see who the tunes are. Wait, Joanna, what did you say? Wayne Gretzky Canadian Cream is current drink. I didn't even know Wayne Gretzky did a Canadian cream, but man, that makes sense. Do you just drink it on the rocks? So I'm gonna stir these for about a minute on medium heat. I'm just gonna fry them up so that, and then I'm gonna set them aside because we're gonna start on the next part of our cooking journey. Erica, we can totally hear you. That's great. Hey Jen, we've got Jen and Jen. Hey Jen, Jennifer Lynn. I put some tunes on. Do you like this? Spotify in the background. I don't know. But we can do a little dancing while we cook. Cooking eggs. Okay, so, hey Courtney. Hey Susan. Susan is a beloved restaurant person. How are you doing? Susan? Like, this is pretty intense. I was so super impressed with, hey Jen. I was so super impressed with what Dante Bacuzzi was doing. It looked like he was just serving dinners to go for ever and ever the other night, which was just amazing. And I love how the restaurant community sticks together. So I hope you all are getting carry out and supporting your local restaurants, because I can't even imagine. Hey, good, I'm glad you're doing well, Susan. I've known Susan for a zillion years. And she is a Cleveland restaurant maven. All right. So we're getting this egg going pretty well, okay? So And you know, the irony of this is that I'm not really a great cook, but I do it out of love, and I think that gets me a lot of brownie points. I love feeding the people I love, so if that makes sense. I mean, so I think I get a pass for some subpar food. But honestly, this is great, and I'm going to tell you what the super secret ingredient is soon. Just wait for it. Okay, so usually if I'm not on Facebook Live, I would actually kind of wash this pan out because it's got a little bit of scrambled egg in it, but I think we'll just roll with it because I don't have a second pan ready like they do on Food Network. So now I am going to, I have some diced celery and carrot. Now the recipe actually doesn't call for celery, it calls for onion and carrot, but I've got somebody in my house who feels like they're kind of allergic to carrot or onion. So I love onion, but I will kind of omit it when I can find a decent substitute. So we're gonna saute these until they get some nice and soft. Uh-oh. Okay, my hands are clean, I swear. All right. Are any of your hands like getting super, super dry? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Okay, so I need to saute these for a few minutes. So hey, Erica, eating out more than usual, try to support local business. Yay, bravo. Can I just say that if I'm at my current, I don't know, food intake on a daily basis, I'm probably gonna gain like 30 pounds before we come out of isolation because cooking and eating is a major thing. Also, drinking is a major thing. And watching TV. And honestly, you know, the weather hasn't been the best here in Northeast Ohio. It's okay. I actually did some gardening the other day on Sunday or Monday. I mean, it was cold, but you know, you can work up a good sweat and not sweat that much. So, hey Sam, hey Susan, hey Linda, my niece is on. So I'm just gonna turn up the heat a little bit so that we can move this along. So anybody got anything else good to say? I'm sorry. None of these setups are perfect, but the Hi-Ho beer is quite tasty and I'm not a huge beer fan. Erica, that's awesome. So my next door neighbors are part owners of Hi-Ho, and I love that they have this local business that so many people in the area support. And because of my gluten intolerance, I'm not a huge beer fan too, but I mean, not a huge beer fan. No, I would be, but I'm not able to enjoy it the way I'd like to. But Erica, I do know that you do like going to the Hofbrauhaus. So anyway. So Joanna's doing her Canadian cream straight up from the fridge. Hey Laura. Laura's an old wine friend. All right. So I'm sauteing this for as long as I can. So what I've done, I think this will pass. I mean, I probably like to have it a little bit softer. So actually, while I'm waiting for it to saute, hey Rick, hey Jamel, oh my gosh, high school friends. So while I'm waiting for this to saute for another minute, why don't I pour a little more Côte de Roussillon? Hey, what a brilliant idea. Cheers. Jeff says Erica goes to a lot of bars and taverns. It's a great thing to be infamous for, right? All right, I think this is good. So what I did was I cooked rice earlier because we not only want cooked rice for this recipe, we want cooked and cooled rice. So I'm actually making a little bit more than the recipe calls for because my family eats this up like crazy. So I've actually got about 7 cups of rice in here. So I'm going to stir this rice in with the carrots and the celery. Get it all mixed in, and then I'm going to add some frozen peas. Okay, I'm going to use this. All right. There we go. All the peas are in. Do you love this? Can you see this? This is my cup. It's like a beer pint, but it's a measuring cup, and I love it. And I use it all the time. Jeff Wells, yes, I'm such a bar fly. Love the back and forth going on. All right, we're getting that stirred. Okay, so I've added my cold cooked rice and my frozen peas, and what I'm going to do, so I love a good garlic clove as much as the rest of us, but I buy minced garlic all the time because I cook with so much garlic that it's just so easy to take a spoonful and shove it in your recipe. It's so easy. What is Cheryl saying? What's the secret ingredient? Okay, I'm getting to that. Okay, so I've got the garlic in, and then I've got my super special, better than takeout rice sauce. And I'm going to tell you what that is. Okay, let me just stir it a second. It's actually making a lot of noise here. All right. Yay, looking good. Okay, so my super secret sauce is garlic. It is soy sauce. So, and I'm happy to send you this recipe too if you like. This is a really yummy recipe. I'm not married to any particular soy sauce, but it does have to be gluten-free. This happens to be the organic Target brand, Simply Balanced. It's made with tamari, because I don't know if you know, but regular soy sauce is brewed with wheat. Hey, Andrea. Jeff, oh my gosh, you're missing the White House COVID-19 press conference. Look, if you saw Action Amy Acton and Wine with DeWine today, which I actually didn't because I had a meeting at 2 o'clock, you're good, right? Another thing that you can use that's actually a little bit less salty than gluten-free soy sauce is coconut aminos. It's got that same kind of umami savoriness, but it's a little less salty. So there's garlic, there's that. Okay. So this recipe calls for oyster sauce, and I don't keep oyster sauce in the house, but I do keep fish sauce, and I'm not married to any particular brand. I usually get a much bigger jar, but it kind of, some of these things, and especially now, you just never know what you're going to find, so you take what you can get. This is Thai Kitchen, and it's also gluten-free, so I'm mindful of that. So I do use fish sauce in substitute of oyster sauce, and it works for me. It's good. They're both fishy. They're both of the sea. All right, so Cheryl. Hey, Chris, do you wish you were cooking right now? And I'm sorry, I'll get takeout from Rosewood sometime really soon, okay? But my last secret ingredient that I think just makes it so yummy and savory is sesame oil. So this has sesame oil in it as well. And I am actually married to this particular sesame oil. I love it. So good. Lost Cornell. And you can find it in most stores. So, I'm crackling a lot. I don't know if it's affecting you hearing me, but I've got a badass microphone next to me, so you can probably hear me. So, now that I've mixed in all that yumminess, I am going to put my scrambled egg in with my rest of my rice and other ingredients. So you can see this. I see that you can see this. Got my camera set up a little bit differently. So here we go. And then a little salt and pepper. So salt, although actually a lot of the ingredients in the super special takeout sauce do have a fair amount of sodium in them, so I'm not putting a bunch of salt in, but a few twists of pepper. All right, and then I'm going to turn it off because it's noisy. All right, so there you go. I'm going to move it away from the heat. So it's after 6. But thank you for coming to Tipsy Tuesday and helping me navigate this new setup. I have some lights. I have a different camera. Fried rice. Oh, Erica, yes, fried rice. Oh my gosh, and it's hot here too. So thank you so much. I really enjoy your comments. Please send me photos of what you're drinking. I appreciate that you're commenting what you're drinking, but I hope that you have a wonderful evening. This is really, honestly, I was so looking forward to this tonight. It's just this extra chance to interact and hear funny, snarky, snide comments to each other who know each other. And that's what this is all about, right? Is bringing people together. And let me know what you think about this music, because honestly, it was super distracting to me. So if you think I can do it without the music, I might just do that next week. If there's something that you think can be done better, let me know. But I'm grateful for all of you, and I only want the best for your health. And anytime you want to get together virtually, Kevin, it's over. Jesse, it's over. But we cooked this better than takeout vegetable fried rice. Oh, and Laura McLeese, who through the magic of her posting a question last week, I learned of the magic of the air fryer lid for the Instant Pot, and it arrived yesterday. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna make something with that ASAP, but you don't use an instrument for the first time on Facebook Live. So, although my son thought that would be really dope if something exploded. So there's that. But anyway, listen, y'all, I am so happy to see you and spend a virtual half hour with you, and let me know how your week's going. Continue to comment as you did last week. I really, really loved going back through all your comments and reading about everything that you're doing, and I appreciate all of you. So take care, and we'll be back together again definitely on next Tipsy Tuesday, because what else are we doing? This is what we're doing. So, but take care. Reach out to me if you want to chat about anything in the meantime, and love ya. Bye. How do I end my live video? I have to scroll way down to end my live video, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.